Charles Genevieve Louis Auguste André Timothée Déon de Beaumont was a really amazing person. Born in a place called Tonnerre in France, way back in 1728, Déon lived a life that was totally different from what people expected. Back in the 1700s, this person was going to become a famous French diplomat. That's someone who talks to other countries and a clever spy. And what's even more surprising is that today, we know Déon as one of the first transgender women in history whose story was written down really well. Her story is all about being brave, full of mystery, and about fighting to be her true self in a world that just wasn't ready for it. She found her way through the strict rules of her time with smarts and style that amazed and confused everyone, leaving a big mark on history. Déon came from a noble family, like lords and ladies, but they had more of a good name than actual money. Even though they didn't start out super rich, young Charles was really promising from a young age. She was great at school, super smart, and always wanted to learn more, which made her stand out. She went on to study in Paris, where she worked hard learning about laws, both regular laws and church laws. These were tough subjects that needed a lot of thinking and understanding how society worked. Being so good at her studies really set her up for her future job. It was pretty clear Déon wasn't going to have a normal life. Her smarts would soon get her into important places, starting with a job working for the French government, which was a common thing for smart people like her back then. Pretty soon, Déon's talents got noticed by some very important people. She was asked to join a super-secret group of spies called Le Secret du Roi, which means the King's Secret. This secret group worked directly for King Louis XV of France himself. Their job had many parts, like tricky talks with other countries, finding out secret information, and trying to get other countries to do things that would help France. Being picked for this group showed that people thought Déon was loyal, could keep secrets, and was good at figuring things out. This was a big change in her life. It took her from a normal government job into the exciting and dangerous world of spying between countries, where her special skills would really be put to the test. One of Déon's most famous early missions was to the fancy but dangerous court of Empress Elizabeth of Russia. Lots of people say that for this super-secret job, Déon pretended to be a woman, calling herself Leah de Beaumont. The main goal of this brave mission was to get the Empress to trust her and help put one of King Louis XV's cousins on the throne of Poland. This was like a complicated game of chess between countries. Also, the mission was meant to make France and Russia friendlier, which would cleverly weaken the powerful Habsburg family, who were old enemies of France. This job needed a lot of bravery, good acting skills, and a deep understanding of all the secret plots and plans in the royal court.